When the noon bell rings, the milk dispenser is the place to be at Stowe Elementary.
We have chocolate milk on one side and I think 1% milk on the other, so it's working out great.
The dispenser is a recent addition in the lunchroom. Students used to drink milk out of cartons.
I used to think, well, our school's really good at recycling stuff, but we weren't.
We figured out on one day there are 244 milk cartons in the trash. That's over, and we estimated that would be 44,000 a year, more 2,800 pounds of garbage.
So we decided that we had to, in some way, reduce that amount of cartons. And so we thought up of the milk dispenser, and that definitely reduces all the trash by a lot.
The story of how these fifth graders reduced the amount of trash in their school begins back in December, at a rather messy time. Stowe Elementary was one of several teams of Vermont students who conducted a waste audit. They dug through the trash to determine what could have been recycled or composted instead of being thrown out. The audit was part of a workshop on waste reduction initiatives hosted by University of Vermont 4-H's Try for the Environment program.
And when you do service learning, it really has to be an area that's meaningful to the participant. You start to find areas and topics within the environment that you can structure a program that won't take 3 or 5 years to see results. You really have to have something where the actions of the students will be able to see results within the time frame of a school year. And if they see results from their actions, they're going to be more likely to take action again. And that's what we strive for when we're trying to develop our young leaders.
Once the students completed the workshop, they were tasked to try to come up with an idea to reduce the waste in their school. Micah Green is the leader of Stowe Elementary's Try team.
The students were really excited after the workshop to come back here and be able to look and see how does this apply to our school. And so when we collected, I think, about 80 pounds of trash. And the kids then, we went to work and sorted them, and we sorted them by wings in the building. And then the kids sorted the trash by what can be recycled, what's compostable, and what are we going to end up with just trash. We found out that it was somewhere around 40% of our total trash was actually recyclable or compostable and could be diverted elsewhere. I had the students look at all of the items that we were collecting and really take note of what were we finding the most of in our trash. And milk cartons was by far and away the most.
Green and his team were able to work with administrators and the food service staff to get the dispenser installed. The results were immediate.
We phased out milk cartons and started solely with the milk machine all within this 1 week of time, and we were going from filling up 4 to 5 50-gallon trash bags with just milk cartons over the course of 5 school lunches to now we have a 5-gallon bucket of trash. And there were obviously no milk cartons in there.
It is more expensive to fill the dispenser than to offer single-serve milk cartons, so saving the environment does come at a higher cost. But as the students learned, there are other ways to save.
Sadly, it's more expensive to do the right thing, to get rid of these things properly. But we did find that in doing this, we're greatly reducing our trash. We went down from 3 pickups a week to now we're getting picked up twice a month for our trash. So it's a significant savings.
The amount of trash that's being reduced at Stowe Elementary complies with Vermont's Universal Recycling Law. Starting in July 2015, recyclable materials are banned from Vermont landfills. The students' efforts to reduce, reuse, and recycle sets an example for this community. Ellie Ventura is the Communication and Outreach Coordinator for the Lamoille Regional Solid Waste District.
And I think our Stowe Elementary Tri-Team members voiced that really well, that they are going home and composting, they are talking to other people. It takes one person, but that one person can affect so many other people. Since we're all in this together, having these little messengers going out and sharing such an important part of behavior change that we're all going to be expected is a really critical piece to making sure that the message about the law is communicated effectively to get people on board.
These fifth graders have learned valuable lessons about conservation and waste reduction. They've also learned an important tenet of 4-H, learning by doing.
You will help out the environment more when you're older because you can take more charge on what you want to do. And when you do that, it's helping more than just one person, it's helping the whole world and your state.
I think we actually made it fun because sorting trash and compost and recycling is fun. And going up to a milk dispenser and getting milk is fun. So I think just doing that helps people realize how important it is, even if they're not really realizing because it's just fun.
I think it's just really going to help the state learn about trash and that it does affect people.
And if every school does this in the world, we can know that we have a healthy environment and everything will be fine.
Saving the environment, one reusable glass of milk at a time. In Stowe, I'm Keith Silva with Across the Fence.